Let's begin in truth. We're not living through a shortage of solutions. We're living through a shortage of correct thinking. The defining problems of our time, economic instability, cultural fragmentation, burnout, loss of meaning, and a collapsing trust in institutions, they weren't caused by a lack of effort or intelligence. They are the logical outcome of the thinking that shaped our systems. And this is the truth most people avoid. We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. Modern systems were built on flawed assumptions about human beings. We reduced people to productivity units. We reduced value to money. We separated work from meaning. We treated culture as entertainment rather than formation. We optimized for scale while neglecting stewardship. The result is a world that is efficient, advanced, and look around you, increasingly hollow. These systems aren't broken. They're working exactly as their underlying logic intended. Reforming them without changing that logic only produces more complexity, more pressure, and more exhaustion. Heaven on earth exists to replace the thinking that produces dysfunction, not to patch its outcomes. We are not a protest movement. We are not a charity. We are not a startup chasing growth at all costs. We are not a political ideology. We are building parallel systems rooted in a different understanding of value, work, culture, and the human being. We operate from these convictions. Human beings are not resources. They are sources. Value precedes money. Money is a tool, not a truth. Inner order produces sustainable outer order. Culture shapes economics more than policy does. Alignment outperforms optimization, and long-term stewardship matters more than short-term gain. When these principles are ignored, systems extract life. When they are honored, systems multiply it. Heaven on earth is a living ecosystem, not a single initiative. Each part exists to correct a specific thinking failure. We rebuild economic thinking by training people to create value, own assets, and move from consumption to construction. We reform education by placing identity, gift, and expression before credentials and conformity. We restore community by designing environments that naturally produce connection, not isolation. We reimagine housing as human infrastructure, not just a financial instrument. We reshape culture through beauty, form, and design, not slogans. We steward media as a force that forms people, not manipulates attention. We deploy capital as a servant of purpose, not a master of direction. We train individuals to operate from inner alignment and rhythm, not fear and burnout. These are not theories. They are working prototypes, tested in real lives, cities, and systems. We do not measure success by optics or hype. We measure it by restoration instead of extraction, stability instead of volatility, multiplication instead of dependency, people becoming clearer, stronger, and more ordered over time, systems that require less force to sustain their fruit. If it looks impressive but leaves people depleted, we are not interested. Heaven on earth is not for spectators. It is for builders, thinkers, creators, and leaders who sense that old frameworks no longer work. Incremental reform is simply insufficient, and something fundamentally new is required. We're not here to escape the world. We're here to build a better one, from better thinking outward. In one sentence, heaven on earth exists to make life-giving systems inevitable by changing the thinking they are built on and proving that it works. This is not idealism. This is first principles realism. And this work has only just begun.